Imagine for a moment that you're standing at a crossroads. One path leads to a place where your talents shine, where your efforts are recognized and your spirit soars. The other, it is a road paved with indifference where your gifts are overlooked and your soul slowly withers. Which path would you choose? My friends, today we are going to talk about something that's close to my heart. Something I have learned through years of living, loving, and sometimes stumbling. We are going to explore the profound wisdom in knowing when to walk away when you are not appreciated. I know what some of you might be thinking. Walk away. Is not that just giving up? Let me tell you, there's a world of difference between giving up and choosing to redirect your energy where it is valued. It is not about throwing in the towel. It is about recognizing your worth and honoring it. In this vast universe, you are a unique expression of life. There's never been, nor will there ever be another you. You carry within you a spark of the divine, a wellspring of potential waiting to be tapped. But here's the thing. That potential can only truly flourish in an environment that nurtures it. Think about a beautiful flower trying to grow in barren soil. No matter how much it struggles, how desperately it reaches for the sun, it will never truly thrive. But transplant that same flower to rich, fertile ground and watch it blossom in ways you never imagined. You, my dear friends, are that flower. And the soil, that's the environment you choose to plant yourself in, be it a job, a relationship, or any situation where you invest your time and energy. Now get something straight. I'm not advocating for a world where we bail at the first sign of difficulty. Growth often comes through challenges, and there's immense value in perseverance. But there's a line, a point where perseverance turns into self-neglect, where loyalty becomes self-betrayal. How do we know when we have reached that point? How do we recognize when it is time to walk away? First, listen to your inner voice. That quiet whisper in your heart that knows your true worth. Too often we silence this voice, drowning it out with the noise of shoulds and musts imposed by others or by society. But that voice is your inner guidance system, your personal GPS to fulfillment. Next, pay attention to your energy levels. Are you constantly drained? Do you feel a heaviness in your spirit when you think about that particular situation or person? Energy does not lie. When you are in an environment that truly appreciates you, you'll feel energized, not depleted. Look at the reciprocity in your relationships, personal or professional. Are you constantly giving without receiving? Are your efforts met with indifference or worse, criticism? A healthy relationship in any form should have a balance of give and take. Consider your growth. Are you learning, evolving, becoming a better version of yourself? Or do you feel stagnant, even regressing? True appreciation is not just about praise. It is about providing opportunities for growth and development. Reflect on your values. Are you compromising your core beliefs to fit in or to please others? When we are not appreciated for who we truly are, we might be tempted to change ourselves. But remember, you are not here to shrink yourself to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. I can almost hear some of you thinking, but what if I walk away and nothing better comes along? My friends, that fear, that doubt, it is natural. But let me share a truth I have learned over the years. The universe abhors a vacuum. When you create space, by walking away from what does not serve you, you open yourself up to new possibilities. Think about it. How many times have you heard stories of people who left unfulfilling jobs only to stumble upon their true calling? Or those who ended toxic relationships and then found deep, nurturing love? These aren't just feel-good stories. They're testament to a fundamental truth. When you honor yourself by walking away from situations where you are not appreciated, you align yourself with opportunities that match your worth. But here's the kicker. Walking away is not just about what you leave behind. It is about what you're walking towards. It is a profound act of self-love, a declaration to the universe that you know your worth and you are not settling for less. When you walk away from a situation where you are not appreciated, you're saying, I deserve better. And you know what? You absolutely do. You deserve to be seen, to be heard, to be valued for the unique, miraculous being that you are. I am not saying it is easy. Walking away, especially from situations we've invested a lot in, can be one of the hardest things we ever do. It requires courage. It demands faith. Faith in yourself and faith in the benevolence of the universe. But let me tell you something. On the other side of that difficult decision lies freedom. The freedom to be authentically you, the freedom to direct your energy towards what truly matters, the freedom to live a life aligned with your highest self. Consider for a moment the energy you expend trying to gain appreciation from those who are incapable or unwilling to give it. Imagine if you redirected that energy towards your passions, your purpose, or towards those who genuinely value you. The possibilities are limitless. You might be wondering, but it's selfish to walk away. My friends, there's a big difference between being selfish and practicing self-care. Walking away when you are not appreciated is not about hurting others. It is about honoring yourself. And here's a beautiful paradox. When you truly honor yourself, you become more capable of genuinely serving others. Think of it like this. You are not an unlimited resource. You have a finite amount of time, energy, and love to give. By choosing to invest these precious resources where they're appreciated, you are ensuring that your gifts make the maximum. You are not just serving yourself. You are serving the world by showing up as your best, most fulfilled self. The practicalities of walking away. It is not always about dramatic exits or burning bridges. Sometimes walking away is a gradual process. It might start with setting better boundaries, with speaking up for yourself, with small acts of self. Maybe it is about having that difficult conversation with your boss about your contributions. Perhaps it is about expressing your needs more clearly in your relationship, or it could be about slowly distancing yourself from friendships that drain you more than they fulfill you. The key is to approach it with clarity, compassion, and integrity. Clarity about your worth and what you need. Compassion for yourself and for others involved. And integrity in your actions and words. Remember, the goal is not to punish those who do not appreciate you. It is to create space in your life for those who do. It is about attracting relationships, opportunities, and environments that resonate with your true frequency. You contemplate this idea of walking away when not appreciated. I want you to consider something profound. Every time you stay in a situation where you are not valued, you are not just hurting yourself. You're also depriving the world of your gifts. You are robbing those who would genuinely appreciate you of the chance to bask in your light. Imagine a world where everyone understood this principle. A world where people did not cling to unfulfilling jobs or toxic relationships out of fear or false loyalty. Imagine the explosion of creativity, of joy, of human potential that would result. That's the world we can create, one courageous decision at a time. I know some of you might be thinking, but I've invested so much time, haven't I, in this situation? Wouldn't walking away mean it was all a waste? Let me tell you, nothing that teaches you about yourself is ever wasted. Every experience, even the painful ones, especially the painful ones, carry valuable lessons. The time you spent in that unfulfilling job, it taught you what you do not want in your career. That relationship where your needs were constantly overlooked. It showed you the importance of self-respect and clear communication. That friendship that always left you drained. It highlighted the qualities you value in genuine connections. These were not wastes. They were investments in your growth. And now, armed with these lessons, you are better equipped to recognize and cultivate situations where you are truly appreciated. Talk a moment about the ripple effects of choosing to walk away when not appreciated. When you make this choice, you are not just changing your own life. You are setting an example for others. You are showing your children, your friends, your colleagues what self-respect looks like in action. You are contributing to a culture that values authentic connections and meaningful contributions. In a world that often encourages us to tolerate the intolerable, your act of walking away is a quiet revolution. It is a statement that says, I believe in a world where everyone's gifts are recognized and cherished. I want to address those of you who might be thinking, but what if I am not talented enough to be appreciated elsewhere? My friends, let me be very clear. Your worth is not determined by your talents or achievements. You are inherently valuable simply because you exist. You are a unique expression of life itself, and that alone makes you worthy of appreciation. your talents, your skills. So these are just the icing on the cake. They're the unique ways you express your inherent worth, but they do not define your worth. Whether you are a brilliant scientist, a nurturing parent, a diligent worker, or someone still discovering your gifts, you deserve appreciation. Remember, appreciation is not about constant praise or accolades. It is about being in an environment that recognizes your inherent worth and allows you to express your authentic self. It is about being surrounded by people who see your efforts, acknowledge your growth, and value your presence. I want you to consider something. Walking away when not appreciated is not just an act of self-respect. It is an act of self-love. And self-love, my friends, is the foundation of all other forms of love. When you love yourself enough to walk away from situations that diminish you, you are sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. You are saying, I am valuable, I am worthy of respect, I deserve to be in environments that recognize my worth. This internal shift can transform your entire life. You'll start attracting people and opportunities that align with this elevated self-perception. You'll find yourself naturally gravitating towards situations where your contributions are valued. It is as if the universe responds to your self-love by reflecting it back to you in the form of external appreciation. What if I walk away, end up alone? This fear of loneliness often keeps people in situations where they're not appreciated. But here's a truth I want you to consider. There's a profound difference between being alone and being lonely. You can be surrounded by people and feel utterly lonely if those people do not appreciate or understand you. Conversely, you can be by yourself and feel deeply fulfilled because you are honoring your worth. True connection, true companionship, comes from a place of mutual appreciation and respect. By walking away from situations where you're not appreciated, you are not choosing loneliness. You are choosing self-companionship. You are choosing to be your own best friend, your own cheerleader. And from this place of self-appreciation, you become magnetic to others who will appreciate you too. The courage it takes to walk away. It is easy to stay in the familiar, even if the familiar is uncomfortable. Walking away requires you to step into the unknown. It asks you to trust in yourself and in the benevolence of the universe. It demands that you believe in possibilities you can't yet see. But here is the beautiful thing about courage. It is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Each time you choose self-respect over familiar discomfort, you are building your courage muscle. You're becoming more resilient, more confident, more aligned with your true self. And let me tell you, my friends, there's no force more powerful than a person aligned with their authentic self. When you are in that alignment, you become unstoppable. Doors open, opportunities arise, and you find appreciation flowing towards you from the most unexpected sources. I want to address those of you who might be in positions of leadership in your workplace, your community, or your family. You have a unique opportunity and responsibility. By creating environments where people feel genuinely appreciated, you can prevent the need for walking away. Appreciation in leadership is not about empty praise. It is about recognizing the unique gifts each person brings to the table. It is about creating spaces where people feel safe to be their authentic selves. It is about fostering growth and celebrating progress. When you lead with appreciation, you create loyalty that no amount of money can buy. You inspire people to bring their best selves to work. You cultivate innovation and creativity. In essence, you create a microcosm of the world we all want to live in, a world where everyone's contributions are valued. This powerful concept, I want you to consider the role of forgiveness in walking away. Forgiveness, you ask? Yes, forgiveness, not for others? Often, when we find ourselves in situations where we are not appreciated, we blame ourselves. We think, if only I were smarter, prettier, more skilled, then I'd be appreciated. We berate ourselves for not recognizing the situation sooner, for tolerating it for so long. But my friends, this self-blame serves no one, least of all you. It is time to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the times you did not speak up. Forgive yourself for the moments you doubted your worth. Forgive yourself for staying longer than you should have. This self-forgiveness is not about condoning past actions or inactions. It is about freeing yourself from the burden of guilt and shame. It is about clearing the path for your future self, the self that knows its worth and is not afraid to walk away when that worth is not recognized. The art of walking away gracefully. Walking away when not appreciated does not mean burning bridges or harboring resentment. It is possible, and indeed preferable, to walk away with dignity and grace. This means communicating clearly and respectfully about why you are choosing to leave. It means acknowledging the good experiences along with the challenging ones. It means wishing well to those you are leaving behind, even if they did not appreciate you fully. Walking away gracefully is not about being a doormat. It is about maintaining your integrity, even in difficult situations. It is about showing that your decision to leave comes from a place of self-respect, not bitterness. When you walk away gracefully, you leave the door open for potential reconciliation in the future. You never know. Your act of walking away might be the wake-up call that inspires change in the other person or situation. We near the end of our time together. I want to leave you with a powerful visualization exercise. Close your eyes for a moment if you are comfortable doing so. Imagine yourself standing tall, your spine straight, your head held high. Feel the ground firm beneath your feet. Imagine all around you the situations, relationships, or environments where you do not feel appreciated. See them clearly. Feel the weight they place on your shoulders, the way they dim your inner light. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, imagine yourself taking a step forward. With that step, you are moving away from all that does not serve you. With each breath, each step, you are walking towards a future where you are seen, heard, and deeply appreciated. Feel the lightness in your steps as you walk away from the old and towards the new. Notice how your inner light grows brighter with each step. This, my friends, is the feeling of honoring your worth. This is the power of walking away when not appreciated. As we come to the close of our exploration, I want to remind you of something crucial. The decision to walk away when not appreciated is not a one-time choice. It is a commitment you make to yourself every day. It is a promise to continually assess your environments, your relationships, your situations, and to always choose what honors your worth. This does not mean you'll never find yourself in challenging situations again. Growth often requires discomfort, and there will be times when you need to push through difficulties. But you'll do so with a clear understanding of your worth, with healthy boundaries, and with the courage to walk away if the situation truly does not serve your highest good. Remember, my dear friends, you are not here to shrink yourself to fit into places too small for your spirit. You are here to expand, to grow, to shine your unique light on the world, and you can only do that fully when you're in environments that appreciate the magnificence of who you are. I challenge you. No, I invite you to take an honest look at your life. Where are you not feeling appreciated? What would it look like to walk away from that situation? What possibilities might open up for you? The path of walking away when not appreciated is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It is a path that leads to self-respect, to authentic relationships, to meaningful work, and ultimately to a life lived in alignment with your highest. You have within you everything you need to make this choice. You have the wisdom to recognize when you are not appreciated, the courage to walk away, and the resilience to create a new path for yourself. You leave here today, carry with you this truth. You are worthy of appreciation simply because you exist. You do not need to earn it, prove it, or bargain for it. It is your birthright. And if you find yourself in places where that fundamental truth is not recognized, know that you have the power to walk away. In walking away, you are not just leaving behind what does not serve you. You are walking towards a life of authenticity, purpose, and joy. You are opening yourself up to connections that nourish your soul, work that ignites your passion, and experiences that help you grow into the fullest expression of yourself. Consider for a moment the energy of appreciation. When you're appreciated, truly appreciated, it is like the sun shining on a flower. You naturally turn towards it. You blossom under its warmth. Your creativity flows, your confidence soars, your spirit dances. This is the environment you deserve to be in always. Some might say, but shouldn't we be able to validate ourselves? Why do we need external appreciation? And yes, self-validation is crucial, but we are also social beings designed to thrive in community and relationship. External appreciation is not about dependency. It is about resonance. It is about being in environments that mirror and amplify your inherent worth. Think about the ripple effects of your decision to walk away when not appreciated. You are not just changing your own life. You are contributing to a shift in collective consciousness. You are part of a growing movement of people who are choosing authenticity over conformity, self-respect over people-pleasing, meaningful connection over empty association. Every time you choose to walk away from a situation where you are not appreciated, you are casting a vote for a world where everyone's unique gifts are recognized and celebrated. You are helping to create a culture where appreciation is the norm, not the exception. The art of discernment. Walking away when not appreciated does not mean fleeing at the first sign of difficulty or the moment someone fails to praise you. It is about developing a finely tuned sense of when a situation or relationship is fundamentally misaligned with your worth. This discernment comes from a place of inner stillness. It requires you to quiet the external noise, the shoulds and musts, and listen to your inner wisdom. It asks you to become intimately familiar with how appreciation feels in your body, in your spirit, so you can clearly recognize its absence. You cultivate this discernment, you'll find that your choices become clearer. You'll more easily distinguish between temporary challenges that lead to growth and fundamental misalignments that drain your spirit. You'll recognize the difference between constructive criticism offered with love and chronic undervaluation that diminishes your light. The fear of missed opportunities. Some of you might be hesitating to walk away because you are afraid of what you might lose. But I want you to consider this. Every moment you spend in a situation where you are not appreciated is a moment you are not available for the opportunities that truly align with your worth. By staying in environments that do not value you, you are saying no to the universe's attempts to bring you something better. You are clutching so tightly to the known that you leave no room in your hands for the gifts waiting to be received. Remember, the universe operates on the principle of vacuum. Nature abhors emptiness. When you create space by walking away from what does not serve you, you create a vacuum that the universe rushes to fill with what does serve you. But you must be brave enough to create that space. For those of you who are parents, partners, friends, or mentors, consider the example you are setting when you choose to walk away from situations where you are not appreciated. You are teaching those around you about self-respect, about healthy boundaries, about the courage to choose oneself. You are showing them that love does not mean enduring mistreatment or undervaluation. You are demonstrating that commitment to growth sometimes means letting go. These are powerful lessons that can transform not just your life, but the lives of those you take a moment to acknowledge that walking away can bring up feelings of guilt, especially if you are someone who prides yourself on loyalty or perseverance. But remember, true loyalty begins with loyalty to yourself, to your own well-being and growth. Perseverance is a virtue when it is in service of a worthy goal, but persevering in situations that consistently fail to recognize your worth is not virtue. It is self-betrayal. Real strength is not found in enduring the unendurable, but in having the courage to walk away and create something better. You contemplate the areas of your life where you might need to walk away. I want you to also consider this, like, walking away is not just a physical act. Sometimes it is an internal shift. It might mean emotionally disengaging from toxic dynamics while physically remaining in a situation temporarily. It could mean mentally walking away from limiting beliefs or societal expectations that keep you small. The key is to start the process of walking away in your mind and heart first. As you do this inner work, you'll find that the outer manifestation, the physical act of walking away, becomes not just possible, but inevitable. The role of gratitude in this process. It might seem counterintuitive to feel grateful when you're not being appreciated. But gratitude is a powerful force that can transform your experience and ease your transition. Be grateful for the lessons learned, even in difficult situations. Be grateful for the clarity you've gained about what you do and do not want in your life. Be grateful for the strength you are developing as you choose to honor yourself. This gratitude does not negate the need to walk away. Rather, it infuses your journey with positivity and grace. We begin to wrap up our time together. I want to address those of you who might be thinking, but what if I am wrong? What if I walk away and regret it? My friends, trust in the wisdom of your soul. If you have done the inner work, if you've listened to your heart, if you've given the situation a fair chance to improve, then walking away is not a mistake, even if it feels uncomfortable in the moment. Remember, growth often feels like destruction at first. The caterpillar might feel like it is dying as it enters the cocoon. But that seeming death is the precursor to its transformation into a butterfly. Trust the process. Trust yourself. In the grand tapestry of your life, walking away from situations where you are not appreciated is not an end. It is a beginning. It is the start of a new chapter where you get to write the story, where you get to choose the characters who will appreciate the magnificence of who you are. You step into this new chapter, carry with you the knowledge that you are never truly starting from scratch. You take with you all the wisdom you've gained, all the strength you've built, all the love you've cultivated, especially the love for yourself that empowered you to walk away. Embrace the adventure that awaits you on the other side of walking away. Feel the exhilaration of aligning with your truth, of honoring your worth, of opening yourself up to the abundance of appreciation that exists in this vast universe. You are a being of infinite potential, of immeasurable worth. You deserve to be in environments that recognize and celebrate that. And if you are not, you have every right, indeed every responsibility, to walk away and create the life that reflects your true value. My dear friends, as you leave here today, I invite you to walk tall, to walk proud, to walk in the direction of your highest good. Know that every step you take towards honoring your worth is a step towards a more fulfilling, more authentic, more joyous life. You have within you everything you need to make this choice, to walk this path. Trust in your inner wisdom, believe in your inherent worth, and have faith in the benevolence of the universe to support you as you choose to walk away when not appreciated. Remember, you are not just walking away from something. You are walking towards everything you deserve, everything you desire, everything you were born to be. The path of self-respect, of self-love, of honoring your worth. It is not always the easiest path, but it is always the most rewarding. Go forth, my friends. Walk away from what diminishes you and walk towards what celebrates you. Your journey of 1,000 miles towards true appreciation and fulfillment begins with this single step. Take it. The universe is waiting to meet you with open arms, ready to shower you with the appreciation you so richly deserve. May you always remember your worth. May you always have the courage to honor it, and may you always walk in the direction of your highest good. The world is waiting for the unique gifts only you can bring. It is time to shine your light, undiminished and uncompromised. Walk on, beautiful souls.